Is your first thought on a Monday morning, I can't do this anymore? A lot of people are feeling that way. I spoke to a girl the other day. She was only back into her workplace on Monday. She rang me on Wednesday and said, I can't do this anymore. Okay. She has been feeling it before she went on her holidays, but the holiday away, time with her family, really assured her that that feeling wasn't wrong. It was her inner compass telling her that the job she was doing, the life she was living, was a complete misalignment to where she wanted to be and what she wanted to do. And not only is it wrong for you to feel this for your mental health, but it's also wrong for your physical health. Okay? Stress is 85% of illnesses. Okay? So let's look at what you are in line with and where you want to go. Okay? Things like snapping at your loved ones for no apparent reason. That's a physical sign of your stress. Forcing yourself through routines and things. I know in Ireland here, we had a very bad culture back in the day where it was knuckle down, get on with your work. You're just, fussing over yourself. That's not the case. We need to listen to ourselves. We need to listen to our inner compass. We need to listen to our body and what it's telling us, because it is telling us the right things to do. We just need to realign it. And people have escalated in their careers because they have realigned it to where they want to go and what they want to do. You do not have to spend your time going into a dreaded job because you've got a mortgage to pay, you've got a rent to pay, you've got food to put on the table. I have seen people escalate in their careers. They've come here, they've done part-time training while they're still working, but because they know they've got that, as I call it, their get out jail card coming up, that they can phase out their job and start working in the area that they want to work in, life becomes a lot better and life becomes a lot easier for them. Alignment really means it's not perfection, it's direction. Values, your actions, the things that your goals that you have in your life, this is what's important to you. Energy rises when you're feeling aligned with yourself. So that's important, that your energy is rising. You may be going to bed tired, but you're fully aligned with what you're doing and you're fully energized. You're not waking up with that dreaded feeling. I can't do this anymore. Do you feel that? I know lots of people I speak to on the phone every week feel that. I spoke to a lady there earlier on. She's trained in a counselling. And she just said she feels that something else is not right. She wants to bring in another therapy into her to help her clients. So she's coming to train in reflexology. And she feels that will match what she's doing and how she can help her support her clients. So it's not all about leaving what you've got and abandoning everything that you've built. Sometimes it's adding something on. Sometimes it's phasing out what you used to do. I firmly believe our life runs in chapters. In my life personally, I've got a 10-year chapter thing that runs, and every 10 years I'll push it out and I'll wait. Like when I went to start the school here, I kept saying my background is teaching. I was teaching in a college in Dublin, which I won't mention the name because of the situation that happened, but I was stalked by a male student. And I still to this day will say, thank you, Thomas. It was horrific when it happened, but you know what? Thomas gave me the questions. What am I doing here? The questions that I already had in my head. And I kept ignoring them because I kept saying to myself, it's a good job. I've got a good long holiday. I've got money coming in every month. But did it align with what I was and where I wanted to be? No, it didn't do that anymore. It used to do it, but it didn't do it anymore. And Thomas gave me, the universe gave me Thomas to wake me up. And I believe that. And I now say, thank you, Thomas. Because if that instant hadn't happened, I wouldn't have got up off my arse, excuse the French, and get my school going and do what I really wanted to do and support people and where I want to go. Sometimes it takes that. Sometimes it takes illness. Sometimes it takes an instant like that to happen. But why wait for that to happen that way? I shouldn't have waited. 2 years before that, I knew I wasn't where I wanted to be. But I ignored them signs. And I kept struggling on. I kept getting up on a Monday morning, going into work, and feeling, I don't be here. This is not me anymore. So listen to it. How alignment can feel instead. You wake up curious, not dreaded. The end of the week, you're fulfilled with your life. Small amounts of joy appear naturally to you. You think, oh, yes, that's good. I like that. You trust yourself and life starts to feel happier again and lighter. And you trust what you're feeling. Steps to realign. Pause. So take it this weekend. Go for a walk in the forest, along the road, in the beach, wherever your place is. And just center yourself when you're walking. Listen to your footprints on the road, on the sand, in the leaves. And listen to what's happening. Listen to your body and ask yourself, am I where I want to be? Do I feel I'm doing the right things? And then just listen. Just pause and listen and feel that feeling inside you here to see what's happening. I know when I do it and I get excited about something, I get wing palpitations here. Or I get a feeling here that this is what's happening. This is my gut feeling. And I go with this gut feeling because I know it doesn't do me wrong. Sometimes I'll get butterflies in my belly. That's another way to do it. But ask yourself, where am I forcing myself to do things that I don't want to be doing? Make one small alignment over the weekend. Your small alignment could be, I don't do enough exercise. So every day I'm going to go out for a 10, 15-minute walk. Whatever I can do. If you've got children, get out and walk around the house. If you can't leave them, you'll find some way to get out and do some exercise. And if that's what your thing is right now, that you want to feel a little bit healthier and a little bit more alive, get out in the morning time and just walk around the house. Walk down the road and walk back up again if you can. Just change one thing this weekend to make you feel more in line with where you want to go and what you want to do. So on that, I'm going to close with, on Monday morning, I want you to see how you feel when you wake up. Are you waking up going to that job saying, this is not me anymore? I had a lady here and her daughter brought her to register for a course. It was a couple of years ago. And her daughter had said to her, I'm bringing you up to register for the course. She was 10 years talking about doing the course and she kept putting up off excuses. The kids had to go to college. The kids had to do this. I had to be there to do that. I had to go to work. I had to do this, this, and this. And they were just making excuses after excuses after excuses. And I do it myself until I cut myself on and say, look, this is not what I'm just making excuses. As I call it, excuse-itis. When I want to do something and I'm not doing it. So I listen to myself. It's time for you to listen to yourself. Okay? Take one thing this weekend and change that alignment to how you feel better. Okay? If you want to reach out and have a free discovery call and to see if there's any courses that might suit you and might bring you into alignment of where you want to go, by all means, send me a message. Give me a buzz. My number is 086 3456 370. Have a great weekend and talk to you soon. Take care.